Namaskar to everyone. I just would like to share a Sanskrit shloka with you. Acharyat Padamaditya. A student gets 1/4 of his learning from his Acharya, Guru or teacher. Padam Shishya Swamedhaya. 1/4 he gets from his own intellect. He learned on his own observation, on his own findings and all that. Padam Sabrahmacharibhya. 1/4 he gets from his own classmates. And Padam Kalakramενach. The remaining 1/4 he learns with the course of time. So when it comes learning, we cannot deny the existence of or the significance of teacher in one's life, right? Namaste everyone. I extend my warm greetings on this eve of Teachers Day. I wish you a happy Teachers Day. To my fellow colleagues and all my dear students, right? And why there is a need to celebrate Teachers Day? That's a big question. We know that in India, 5th September, the birth anniversary of our beloved president, second president of India, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishna. We celebrate as National Teachers Day. Every country have their own Teachers Day. World Teachers Day is also celebrated on 7th September. So every country find the significance of teacher in shaping, reshaping, framing, reframing the fate of the society. So the India. बट जब हम टीचर्स डे सेलिब्रेट करने की बात आती है तो मुझे कुछ नाम कुछ टीचर्स ऐसे आई वुड लाइक टू हाईलाइट ओवर हियर. आई रिमाइंड बाबर अली इज फ्रॉम हु स्टार्टेड teaching others when he was 9 years old, and BBC has crowned him as the youngest headmaster. What a commitment! When he was 9 years old, when he was learning, right, he started teaching others. That fascinates me to this profession, right? We have one more very famous name, Anand Kumar from Patna, Bihar. We all know for his Super 30 program. He is world renowned name these days, right? Rajendra Kumar Sharma ji from Delhi. He is running a free school under the bridge, right? 2009 he has started. Presently 300 plus students are studying under him. There are 6 other volunteer teachers joined him, and they are doing a good job, right? He run the school in 2 shift, morning shift for boys, afternoon shift for the girls, right? I have a very famous name from Alwar, Rajasthan, Imran Khan, a maths teacher, right? He has developed 100 plus mobile applications so that the teaching and the learning process goes smoothly even in the remote areas. He even contributed and that way founded 80 plus websites so that students in the remote areas can learn better, right? And the list is something endless, right? Babar Ali from Murshidabad, I already said, the youngest headmaster, right? So it's endless list. Presently you might have seen we are suffering from COVID-19 pandemic. That's what we don't have the routine classes or physical classes. We all are trying hard to teach our children online, right? So recently there was a photo image which became viral. There was a teacher who was teaching maths by using a translucent refrigerator glass. Her name is Jayeshwari Nadar. She's from Mumbai. Another video, there was a teacher teaching chemistry by using the camera which was attached to a hanger of the clothes. So we have, these names are endless because and there are many more teachers whose names I cannot take here. So these teachers they are playing a wonderful role, and absolutely they are setting an example in front of each and everybody, right? Whether society recognize them, doesn't recognize, they are not bothered about, they are doing their job. We need more teachers. The reason is there are 36 crore of children who are under 14 in India goes to the school. 36 crore. In an age group of 15 to 24, means the senior school and the college going student, we have 24 crore of those youth, right? So in totality 60 crore of children needs to take education in India. So that to serve them we need many teachers, right? So so here I just would like to share a statistic. In 1950, teacher student ratio, which was absolutely 20 in 1950. So that's a good number, 1:20. Behind with one teacher we have 20 students. But with the course of time, when other professions started, attracting the youth and other children, we have these days the teacher student ratio became a bit wider. Presently 36 children we have one teacher. So ratio has changed from 1:20 to 1:35. That's a big number, right? Another statistics related with this education is that when we started, right, the expenditure on education, that was not a big number or a good number. Latest 2010, the 3.8% of total GDP we could use to spare or spend on education. That number has remained stagnant over the time, like 2011, 13, 14, 3.8, 3.84, say 2011. Last to last year we could spare or spend 4% of the total GDP on education. The current National Education Policy 2020 recommended that we should spare till 6%, right? To get the good result. So these are the certain statistics on education. Now what a teacher actually does when he goes to the school, he signs a muster, he joins assembly, and then he go to the classes. He has a fixed timetable. So there is a survey. I just would like to tell you how a teacher spare his time in the school when he goes to the school, right? Survey tells that on an average almost 5 hours he spent on teaching or instructing the child. 5 hours is a big number, 300 minutes. 36 minutes on student supervision and discipline, whether he is inside the class or outside the class, in a corridors, on a playground, he keep supervising the child in his free time. I must tell you, 45 minutes he spare on planning and preparing for next day's work or next week's work. He does spare 45 minutes. 36 minutes on an average teacher used to spare on grading and analyzing the child. He keep filling the pen paper or pen picture book of a child. He keep marking and remarking the child so that those notes can be useful, right? 15 minutes he communicates with the parents, with the authorities regarding the concurrent issues and all that. And the most interesting number is 23 minutes on an average. Survey tells us that 23 minutes he spare for his lunch and personal time. 23 minutes. So this is how a teacher spare his time when he goes to the school or when he is working, right? When he is non-working, I must not tell you, still he is working for his child. Why he works so hard? Why he works so hard? Answer is very simple. He wants that his child should be honest, loyal, because that child, that student is going to be integral part of the society soon, right? He want that his child should be compassionate, he should be cooperative, he should be kind, he should be patientful. In the world full of intolerance, he should be tolerant, he should be patientful. So that is why a teacher works very, very, very hard, right? But while doing all this task, right, he finds some challenges. The challenges such as lot of paperwork, that is, some are needed, some are, but as a part of work he has to do a lot of work, paperwork in fact, right? He has to keep several records, several files, right? When he goes to the classroom, he has to balance the different learning needs. Some children they are high achievers, low achievers, some are slow learners, some are quick learner, some are certain children, they are special children, okay, dyslexic, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, right? But a teacher has to handle or has to balance all these diverse learning requirements when he goes to the classroom. When it comes to the testing or assessment, he doesn't have a standardized testing tools, right? Though we have term end exam or year end exam, modular examination, or different sorts of testing assessment, or those tools he is missing. He doesn't get. Sometimes we as a teacher need a parent support or parental support, we get or we doesn't get. That is also a limitation or challenges we face while teaching, right? Classroom challenges are always there. Attendance, some children are regular in joining the school or coming to the school. Some children, they are miss the school, okay? Discipline is regular instructions in classroom. These are classroom challenges, right, a teacher face. But in spite of all these challenges, a teacher always wish that his class should be a fun, right? He try to connect every concept, though it is mathematics, science, or any language, right? He always try to connect the concept or the topic with the real life situation, right? Real life connections he give, okay? He track the improvements or the goals of a child on a regular basis. So from where a teacher actually gets the energy to do this? Actually, we received this as a heredity from our teachers, right? Maybe Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, Chanakya, Swami Vivekananda, Sister Nivedita. They have set an example, and we actually follow them. Rightly said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, which most of the teacher follows. Your best teacher is your last mistake. So we learning from our own mistakes as well. Being teacher, we do commit mistake, but we take that as a learning and we move ahead. But we always want that our child, our student became a great leader, became a great citizenship of this great country. We also believe in a thought given by Swami Vivekananda: if a poor cannot reach to the school or education reach to the poor. So we do that in this pandemic. We absolutely following the same, right? With this, I just would like to conclude by saying a quote: why this teaching profession is needed and why we should bow to the teachers work today is that if there is no teacher, all other professions would not exist, right? It's a teacher or teaching produces other professionals. I have a दो लाइन सुना के मैं एंड करना चाहूंगा. गुमनामी के अंधेरे में था, गुमनामी के अंधेरे में था, पहचान बना दिया. गुमनामी के अंधेरे में था, पहचान बना दिया. दुनिया के गम से मुझे अनजान बना दिया. दुनिया के गम से मुझे अनजान बना दिया. ये मैजिक होता है जब भी बच्चा क्लासरूम में पढ़ता है. ही एब्सोल्युटली फॉरगेट ऑल हिज सॉरोज एंड वरीज. दुनिया के गम से मुझे अनजान बना दिया. उनकी ऐसी कृपा हुई, उस टीचर की, उस आचार्य की ऐसी कृपा हुई, उनकी ऐसा कृपा हुई, गुरु ने मुझे एक अच्छा इंसान बना दिया. गुरु ने मुझे एक अच्छा इंसान बना दिया. सो वी ट्राई आवर लेवल बेस्ट, ओके, टू मेक अ गुड सिटीजन आउट ऑफ आवर ऑल द चिल्ड्रन. लव यू ऑल. एक लास्ट पॉइंट आई जस्ट रिमाइंड ओवर हियर कि why we are in this profession. We are in this profession because Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the missile man of India, जब उन्होंने आखिरी सांस छोड़ी, ही वॉज टीचिंग. प्रणव मुखर्जी, भारत रत्न प्रणव मुखर्जी, ये दोनों भारत रत्न अवार्डीज है. प्रणब दा 31 अगस्त 2020 अपना साथ छोड़ के गए. बट ड्यूरिंग हिज लास्ट डेज, व्हेन ही वाज 84 years old, during his last day he was associated with several schools and he was working with the children, he was teaching to the children. That's what I think we should celebrate the teacher. We should give tribute to all those teachers. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much. Once again, happy Teachers Day to all my fellow teachers. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.